slowly slid out and he waited outside. So then the wolf comes out limping. And the fox tells him, "Oh, you with the red socks," because now he's bleeding, it looks like he's wearing red socks. Yeah? Ya sahib al-khuf al-ahmar. If you sit after this with the sultan, with those that are in charge, be careful of what you say, because it can come back to hurt you. So he just told this story. And what he's trying to say, troublemakers, beware. Don't create problems. This applies to the office. Don't try to make the boss hate that person and fire him. Could come back to haunt you. Don't try to get close to the governor or to the president and make him try to hurt this person or kill that person. And if you look at the lives of imams, you find always that there's a problem they had with the khalifa or someone, and it's usually because there's some snake that's near the khalifa. It tells him this person doesn't come to you and he doesn't believe in, and he thinks your money is haram. Always some snake creating some problems. So, or example B there, no one can take the shahada after just 10 minutes of talking. So if I were to convince this Muslim, then I'll just give him many of the stories. Many of the stories where someone takes shahada in 7 minutes, someone takes shahada in 8 minutes. And there are many other stories where the person doesn't take shahada, right? Or any months before they take the shahada, because it's not a guarantee. One time we were in New Jersey. We did the workshop on a Saturday, and then Sunday we went to the streets doing some da'wah. Then we reconvened at the end of the day, and each group was talking about how many shahadas they got. We were going like this: Group 1, 1 shahada. Group 2, 2 shahadas. Group 3, 1 shahada. And then when it came, and I was watching this young man, he's in the crowd, and he's just watching each group and how many shahadas they have. And I saw his eyes when it was my group's turn to say how many shahadas we have. Then I asked, your group? And then he was like this. And then we said 0. And he was like, phew, what? All this talk yesterday about shahadas and your group gets 0? Yeah, because it's not a guarantee, and it's not magic. So it happens like that sometimes. Sometimes we're going to discuss the rules of giving advice, how to get your advice accepted. One time I followed all of the rules, and it still backfired on me. This sister used to smoke at the university. She was wearing hijab and everything, just like a chimney, just puffing away in front of everybody. So the sisters came to me and told me to go and advise her. I thought maybe as her older brother I can give advice and she might accept it from me. And I started off with all the rules of giving advice. I praised her in the beginning and I acknowledged all the good work that she does for da'wah and everything. Then I gave her the advice. And she let me have it. Well, I'm talking kind of stuff, She was like, you are not the imam here. She just let me have it. And I remember that night I went to my friend's house and everyone's laughing and joking. I was just sitting like, they're like, what's wrong with you? Okay, I'm okay. Let me have it. But so sometimes things work, sometimes it doesn't work. The good news is you get rewarded for your attempts. Doesn't matter. It's not like you only get rewarded if something happens. If someone takes the shahada, or if the Muslim actually starts to pray and takes your advice, only then you get a reward. No, you get reward anyways. Just like Nuh alayhi salam called his people for 950 years. Just a few followed and believed. Does that mean he doesn't get reward for the 950 years? No, you get the reward, inshallah. Okay. We have 15 minutes and we actually finished all the 6 ways of answering questions. So we could take questions or we could do something else. What would you like to do? Take questions? No. Oh, joke request in the room. Wow. You guys tired already? Or you just want to hear a joke? Okay. Alright, so Brother Khalid is insisting on a joke right now. Actually, I didn't bring my joke list with me, but no problem. Okay, there was a guy. He dialed the wrong number. This is a joke, by the way. Let me explain something, because I got this question in New Jersey. They said, why are you telling us jokes? Isn't that a lie? So here's the idea, yeah? If I warn you that I'm about to tell you a joke, how on earth is that a lie? It's not, right? And if I say, here's a joke, one person is like, okay, this is a true story, right? It's a joke. Now, it would be a lie if I presented the joke as a true story, then it's a lie. But if I warn you that it's a joke, it's not a lie. And if it's clear that it's a joke, it's not a lie either. And if I tell you, there was a bear driving a Chrysler 300 going to work. Yani here, any sane person will understand, okay, this is a joke. If anyone is like, which highway was this on? That guy shouldn't be in the class, right? So that means then, when you say it's a joke, it's not a lie. And sometimes, and I understand, you will find, and you may have a sheikh that you respect, and I will respect that opinion as well, that will be a bit strict if you want to use that term. Like one time, one of our friends, there was a wedding, and there was a stage, and he went up on stage and they did a skit. And we know his name is so-and-so, and he went up and he pretended he had a different name. He was trying to wed the guy's daughter. It was a very funny skit. It was great. When he came down, one sheikh told him, how dare you get up on stage and lie? Like, what do you mean lie? It's like, you pretended to be someone else. You faked a scenario that wasn't true. Yes, but they were on stage and we said it's a skit. So how is it? And nobody believed that, I hope he gives him his daughter. No one really believed it. So it's not a lie, yani. I know I know there will be scholars, I respect that, they say that, acting is lying to people. Because, yeah, but it's lying, but is it lying if we know they're acting? How is it lying? I know he's acting. So, when I say it's a joke, that means it's not a true story, it's not a lie, so don't worry. But if you don't appreciate that, I can respect your opinion, but I'm still going to tell the joke, so you just ignore this part. Yeah? So, this guy, he dials a wrong number, and a girl picks up. And from her voice, he feels that she's beautiful. And I'll tell you an interesting psychological point here. Psychologists say that this is one thing that humans can almost never get right. Hear someone's voice and picture what they look like accurately. It's almost never that way. And I used to have a radio show, and when people would see me in person, they would always say the same thing. You're Kamal el-Mekki? You're Kamal el-Mekki? Like, yeah, I'm Kamal el-Mekki. No problem with that? So he calls up, he does this wrong number, the girl picks up, and from her voice, he feels that she's pretty, So he starts chatting with her, macking and stuff, and so they agreed to meet. He said, where do you want to meet? He said, we'll meet at the juice place. So okay, 12 o'clock, we'll meet at the juice place. She said, how am I going to recognize you? He said, I'm going to be holding a glass of mango juice. And he said, how am I going to know you? She said, I'm going to wear a dress, this color, and that shape, and so on and so forth. So he goes to the juice place, a little bit before 12. Can I get a glass of mango juice? I'm sorry, we're fresh out of mango juice. What? Do you have anything else that's orange in color, orange juice, anything? No. Only thing he found was some lemonade. So he takes the lemonade, he's just standing holding lemonade. 12 o'clock, the girl walks in, wearing the dress that she promised and everything. But he realized that she is really, really unattractive. So he's like, alhamdulillah, they didn't have any mango juice. So she walks up to him, says, aren't you Hassan? He's like, excuse me? She's like, aren't you Hassan? He's like, no, I'm not Hassan. I've never heard no Hassan. She's like, she recognized his voice. She says, no, you're Hassan. He's like, no, I don't know any. You're Hassan. We spoke on the phone. We said we're going to meet here. He said, what's the matter with you, woman? Does this look like mango juice to you? So, thank you for the joke manager. There are plenty of more good ones. Those of you who will be with us the next 4 days. Okay. So how about this then? Khalas, we don't need to really stay until 10. How about we break? We meet up tomorrow, inshallah, 10 o'clock, bright and early. And for those of you who are still on the fence, there's going to be so much stuff. And people will come up to me and say, it wasn't just da'wah, it was just life, how to deal with everybody, So Jazakumullah khairan for being an excellent and responsive audience. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Sallallahu wa barak ala Muhammad. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.